Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to the What's Coming Next series here on the channel. And today we're going to be talking about what's coming next after Oklahoma and Kansas, the two upcoming DLCs for American Truck Simulator. And we're graded here with Google Maps, a kind of tradition here around the channel for doing this thing. And first off, I must say that this is completely my opinion. I'm just going to be going over what I think will be coming, but please comment down below what are your predictions and what do you want to see for the upcoming DLCs. I'm always interested to know. So let's go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. So of course we've got Oklahoma and Kansas, the two states coming next as far as we know. Oklahoma and then Kansas. Then after that, I am going to make the prediction that we're going to head up into Nebraska and then the Dakotas. Whether it's North and South Dakota first and then fill in Nebraska in the middle, I have a feeling it will just move north. So we'll go Oklahoma, then Kansas, Nebraska, and then hopefully North and South Dakota all in one. That would be fantastic. Unfortunately, I am a little weary of us actually having separate North and South Dakota DLCs. But it'd be great to have a combo DLC there. I think that would be great, and I think a lot of people would enjoy that. Now, the alternative. Ultimately, we could also then move over into Louisiana, and that's where we start moving, well, more eastward. And I know a lot of people, including myself, really want to go coast to coast here. So being able to go Louisiana, then into Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and into Florida, that would be fantastic for being able to get across complete east to west coast of American Truck Simulator. I think that would be great, and that's something that we could look forward to in the future. But I do have a feeling that the kind of general trend that we've seen in past DLCs will continue, where we're just moving basically one notch to the east and then one state line, or one kind of column if you want to class all these states in kind of rows, one kind of column over and then just move your way up the rows here. We saw it with the past DLCs here. Obviously we had Texas jut out kind of to get us going onto this route going north, but in the past we had, you know, Colorado and Wyoming and Montana, all these things being added in. To be honest, it was kind of an interesting progression, us moving across, because the first few states in American Truck Simulator shape-wise don't really follow that general kind of line that we're kind of going off of here. But coming over to this section, we're definitely seeing a trend here with the kind of progression moving over. So I think this is what will continue. So I would be highly surprised if Nebraska is not the next state, but you never know. I may be wrong. Once again, comment your predictions down below. But moving eastward, let's say we complete this line here. What do you guys think will happen? Do you think we'll move into Minnesota, or will we start moving once again down along the south end in Louisiana and work our way across? Now, something I'm really interested to know is how many combo DLCs are we going to start getting for American Truck Simulator? We see this a lot in ATS 2, where there's multiple countries included within one DLC. Pretty much name all the recent ones and you've got it. But when it comes to American Truck Simulator, they've been just individual states. That has been for good reason in many sense, because the size and the scale of the various states are more on the large side, let's say, compared to ETS2. But as we keep moving eastward into the various eastern states, they get a lot smaller. And in comparison to, well, for example, Texas, look at how many of these states, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana, could all probably fit into Texas. Scale-wise, SES Software could really do some really interesting bundles that could really open up the map a lot quicker instead of individual state DLCs. Like, especially when we get up into the northeast, the likes of Delaware and Jersey and New York, all kind of within one overall, or even Pennsylvania, like all those guys kind of grouped together. I'll be completely honest, I would not be very impressed if we got a dedicated Delaware DLC. I doubt that will happen, but I'm just saying it'd be great to have some combo DLCs, and I think a lot of you would agree. Now let's take a little bit more of a dive into the longer term future of ATS, shall we say. What kind of provinces will they start for Canada? For those who don't know, I am from Canada, and the other way we should go is also down into Mexico as well, but I'll go there in just a second. But up into Canada, the logical thing to do would be to start on the west coast in BC and then work your way across. That's kind of following the trend of the American states itself. But the main reason is because of Alaska, something that would be very interesting to have connected, and ultimately that would be the goal. But being able to go through BC, probably into the Yukon as well, and then going into Alaska, that could be a very good progression to really tie that in. It's hard to imagine the day that we could actually have all of North America on the American Truck Simulator map, but it seems like that is the end goal. if not maybe even down into South America as well. That's a bit more of a long shot, but it's not completely out of the picture. Now, moving down into Mexico, this is where I could see ATS going a little bit sooner, just because of how many US states Mexico does border, the likes of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and a bit of California as well. So to summarize, I have a feeling that Nebraska and then North and South Dakota will be the states coming after Kansas and Oklahoma. Once again, let me know down in the comments what your predictions are, and I also ask to be civil down in the comments below. Don't be roasting anyone for their predictions. There are no bad predictions here. The goal of this is just for the community to share their thoughts and get some different predictions. Although I normally don't like to do these form of speculation videos, looking ahead like this is actually kind of fun to see how much more a map is still available in American Truck Simulator, and it gives us a chance to really look long term at what the ATS project can turn into. And I'm hoping that I see a day that this is actually the map within American Truck Simulator, not Google Maps. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.